ठीक है. So now we know how a formal problem is defined. We'll see one more problem example, and that is our classical example, which is 2-room vacuum cleaner world. So ये 2-room vacuum cleaner world बहुत बार again and again आएगा. Consider that you are initially in this particular state, and the environment follows all those 4 properties: being deterministic, being fully observable, being, that is, agent knows whether the dust is there in both the rooms, agent knows where you are currently, all those things are there. Okay, so ये 2-room vacuum cleaner problem है. ये vacuum cleaner पहले left वाले room में है, and you are here. Now these arrows tell me what? These arrows tell me the actions. Node is the current state of the world. Now the entire state is known, ये assume किया है यहाँ पे. So simplification क्या है? पहला वाला जो हमारा वैक्यूम क्लीनर वर्ल्ड था, इससे पहले हमने विजिट किया था, तब आप कह रहे थे कि इसको 2 सेंसर्स है. एक सेंसर है, उसको पता चलता है कि करंट रूम में डस्ट है या नहीं, और दूसरा सेंसर है जिससे उसको पता चलता है कि वो कौन से रूम में है. नाउ दिस they are assuming that the vacuum cleaner has percepts to understand, so there is some signaling mechanism that will directly feed in information to vacuum cleaner where you are and whether there is dust in either of the room or not. Now it has to work. Now how many steps it can perform, so how many action it can perform, being in, say, suppose this is the initial state. It can choose to move left, whether when it is in this state and he moves left, it will be like single loop. Okay, self loop. ये स्टेट से ही स्टेट में रहेगा. दूसरा एक्शन वो कर सकता है कि सक करो डस्ट को, तो ये रूम क्लीन हो जाएगा. तो स्टेट क्या चेंज होगा? मेरा वैक्यूम क्लीनर वही रहेगा, दूसरे रूम का डस्ट वैसे ही रहेगा, इस रूम का डस्ट निकल जाएगा, and I will be in this state. Now if I move to right, I will come to this state. And now what we have generated over here, this graph that we are looking at, is a state space graph. That is a state space graph. 3 actions possible in every single state. Okay, and how many states are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states are there. Okay, vacuum, no dust, vacuum cleaner in left room, no dust, vacuum cleaner in right room, dust in one of the rooms and dust in both the rooms. So I can describe that these nodes are all the nodes which are having dust in both the rooms. These are the nodes where there is dust in single room, and these are the nodes where the dust is in no room. And you are able to navigate from one to the other case. And we are assuming that dust is not getting generated here. Okay, so once the problem starts, okay, you might land up in any one of these states. You can consider that, and from that you can navigate this state space, start navigating this state space using the set of actions. This is another example, another toy problem. Next problem that we are going to look at is this one. So today we are going to look at a lot of puzzle games and board games, and typically try and understand why they are problems which can be solved using a problem solving agent. Now this is a 8 puzzle problem. Okay, I have another lecture, so 10 minutes are there. Quickly we'll understand what is this. So this is a 8 puzzle problem. You might know this puzzle or you might not know. It is generally referred to as shuffle puzzle, wherein you have a grid of 9 cells. You have 8 numbers starting from 1 to 8, and you place these numbers randomly into the grid. So this is the start state in which numbers are placed randomly in the grid. You want to shuffle this space. So I can actually move this space to this cell, that is bring 6 over here, or move this space up so that to bring 2 here, move this space here to bring 5 here, or move this space bottom to bring 3 up. So there are 4 actions I can do with this space: up, down, left, right. Using these actions, I would be able to move the numbers around in this grid because there is a single space in between. What my job in this game is, I want to organize these numbers in a specific manner, and maybe my goal could be to do it in least number of steps. To do it in least number of steps. Okay, so what will be the state description? The state description would be the current organization of the numbers in the 3x3, that is grid, 9 cell grid. Okay, what is the current organization of numbers in 9x grid would define my any current state. what would be the initial state defined like? Probably for this instance of the game, this is my initial state. Okay, I may choose a single array or single dimension array to represent it in a code having 9 values, or I may choose a 2-dimensional array. Okay, I may choose very much different representation for it when it comes to the solution or writing the code, but I should have some mechanism to store the state information, and using which I should be able to define the initial state. What are the possible actions? So whenever the cell is at the center, there are 4 possible actions: up, down, left, right. When the cell is the space is on the left bottom, there are 2 possible actions. Okay, any corner position, you will find that there are only 2 valid actions, and on the when it is on the middle portion, side middle, there are 3 possible actions. So there are very different possibilities of actions, and my transition model needs to take care of this. What are the valid actions, what are the invalid actions when I want to move the space? So if the space is here, okay, there are 3 possible ways I can move the space. I can make space go here, here, or here. Okay, when the space is here, there are only 2 possible ways to move space: up and left. Okay, when it is here, again there are only 2 possible movements: down and left. Okay, so we are moving space, we are not moving number. How to implement it? Again, not part of what we are learning right now. We are learning right now is, if I were to define a problem or formulate a problem that later can be solved using a problem solving agent, I should be able to understand कि ये मुझे सब करना पड़ेगा. I should be able to predict, given a particular place where the space is, I should know what are the valid actions. Third thing I should know, I should define in my transition model is, given a state, what are the possible next states? I should be able to generate them. तो मेरा transition model में वो information store होना चाहिए. Okay, so figure 3.4, as they are saying, 5 and the blank is switched. अगर 5 and blank switch किया जाए, okay, इसमें अगर मैं 5 और blank को switch करता हूँ, तो नेक्स्ट स्टेट कौन सा जनरेट होगा? नेक्स्ट स्टेट जनरेट, पहले तो मेरा ट्रांजिशन मॉडल ने बताना चाहिए कि दिस इज अ वैलिड एक्शन, दैट इज मूविंग द स्पेस ओवर हियर इज अ वैलिड एक्शन. इट शुड से दैट. नेक्स्ट थिंग, after doing this, what would be the resultant state I should be in? The resultant state I should be in 724 space 56, and finally I should be in 831. Okay, so this is one of the game using which, or puzzle using which, we can learn a lot of implementation of search algorithm. So this is the next state. So agar mera ye start state hai, or I choose to do left as the action, this will be the successor state, and transition model should be defined in order to provide this successor. So from current state, I should know what is the next state. Now if I have a space here and I want to move it to the right, मेरा ट्रांजिशन मॉडल ने मुझे बताना चाहिए कि दिस इज नॉट वैलिड मूव, and it should not return a next state, it should return a null instead. Okay, that is what the transition model should be responsible for. Next thing that my particular algorithm should give or define is the goal test. To do goal test, I should be checking with any random state, given state. अगर मेरे पास, मैं अगर चूज करता हूँ कि स्टेट को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए ऐसे में सिंगल डायमेंशनल अरे यूज करता हूँ, तो इस पर्टिकुलर गोल स्टेट को भी मैं अनफोल्ड करके एज अ सिंगल डायमेंशनल अरे रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा, विच विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम स्पेस 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 or 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, I will just check, I'll just do an or and between these two and return whether the goal test positive comes out as positive or negative. That is how the goal test will be defined for this problem. Finally, I should be able to define the cost. Okay, the cost would be to take an action. So if I took an action, my cost will get incremented. So if I do one movement, कि अगर मैं पहला movement करता हूँ, space, I move it to the left, that will incur me cost 1. If I do one more movement, it will incur me cost 2. So on and so forth. This way, I can generate a state space. With these 5 things defined, I will be in a position to generate state